Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my Thursday talk. I want to start off just by saying thank you for all the support and love that I'm receiving. I really appreciate that. And for those who continue to watch this rare disease mom on her journey, I really appreciate you guys. The title of the vlog today is I Love You More, Mom. The best times that I have with Ayer is when we're dancing, and of course, then at night when he's going to bed, when we're snuggling in bed together. It's so good to snuggle up and cuddle with him and just talk a little bit before we go to sleep, before he goes to sleep. And he has so much to say, so many fun things and just thoughts that he has and things that he's contemplating. And it's just a lovely moment that we share. And he really loves talking when it's time to go to bed. It's just kind of that time of night. Everything is kind of getting quiet, and that's when he will really open up. I really love that time with him. I have always loved snuggling with also with my older kids, and I used to do that with them. My twins who are now 20, but it's kind of different with him. It seems like he even needs that more. He needs more of that intimacy. That may be an unfair comparison because I mean, being twins, they were always, of course, two of them together, and they used to snuggle up, like laying kind of over on the top of each other, and I guess that's how they were used to it from the womb. But like I said, with Aire, it's very different. He seems to be needing more intimacy from me, and he needs so much warmth and love and touch. Really, he loves to hug and all that stuff. So I guess I give that more to him because I feel that he needs it more. And I also sense because he is very anxious and he suffers from anxiety, and it's very hard for him to sleep alone. So I always do that every night, snuggle with him, and I give him that time every night. And I really treasure that moment because, becoming, when I became a rare disease parent, I of course I gained a whole new perspective on life, and I realized so much more about what it is that really matters in life. Of course, that's how it is when you something like this happens in your life. Because before I didn't really think about those things because everything I just took everything for granted. And I think that with rare disease parents, especially with that have children that have uh, declining like a disease like Ayer has. It's muscle wasting disease, so that there's going to be a decline. I think we think things quite differently than parents with healthy kids because that thought will pop into your mind that you might not have that long time with them. You don't know how long you have, and of course it's like that in life. No one owns tomorrow. And I guess that's one thing that we all have in common in life. And that's one thing that's for certain. We never know what time we're going to get. But being a rare disease parent with a child with that sort of condition, uh, you just are more aware of that, especially when a child has an incurable and fatal disease. I don't know how long his abilities are going to last. How long is he going to be able to give me a hug? I've seen pictures of parents who talk about this, Duchenne parents, feeling so sad because their boys can't hug them anymore. And if everything would turn out for the worst, which I totally believe in my heart is not going to happen, but if everything turns out for the worst and one day he couldn't do that, I wouldn't want to have missed all those chances to snuggle with him and hold him and hug him. And that being said, I want to say, of course, I'm not thinking about this every day, or this is not something that is just overwhelming me or anything like that. But um, rather, I think the thought, at least for me, is I'm gonna enjoy the day today as it is, as fully and just as much as I can, and I don't want to have any regrets. I want to do. I'm gonna do all the stuff that I want to do with Ayer. I'm not gonna postpone things because time is just too precious. And I mean, I don't live in the belief that I'm going to lose Ayer, not at all. But I'm just trying to say what I'm trying to say. I'm going to make the most of the time with him that I have, and to make it as special and fun as I can. And of course, that's how you should live life, despite your situation. I mean, regardless of if you have a healthy child or a rare disease child, because as cliche as it may sound, life is now. And I only wish I had realized that a bit sooner in life, like with my older children. But I am grateful for at least having learned that lesson right now, because every moment we get is so precious, and we can never ever forget that. I was listening to this show that's here in Iceland every Tuesday. It's called The Talk with Goodwill Charity, and they were talking with this congresswoman, um, and she has a disabled daughter. And I was very intrigued listening to them, and I could relate so much to what they were saying when they were talking about how much the little steps for these rare disease children, they're just so much bigger, and the little victories get so big. And God, that's kind of what I'm trying to convey today, how the little things get so big, like just snuggling with my son. And that's kind of the essence that I'm trying to, like I say, convey with you today. And one of the things that I love most about Air, that he's very an emotional person, such much like myself, and I feel like he's such an old soul. Also, I've said that before, and he will. There are so many wonderful compliments and just amazing things that he says, and he will. Mostly that happens when we are getting into bed at night, when we're snuggling, and that's I think the main time that something beautiful like that comes from him. Sorry. Uh, Sentences like, "Mom, you're the most precious thing that I have, and I can't imagine life without you." I mean, that just, oh my goodness, that gives me so much strength. He just, oh, I I'm kind of speechless saying this to you guys right now. And one of the best things that I heard was the other day we were talking, and I was just giving him a hug, and I said, "Oh, I love you so much," and he very quickly replied, "I love you more, Mom." Oh my God, I don't think that's possible. But so I'm gonna take follow Ayer's example, and do everything more in life. Enjoy more, love more, live more, laugh more, snuggle more, and just enjoy each moment that much more. And I wanted to end with this poem I had posted before, but I changed it a little bit. So here it goes. Each day we get is such a treasure, a gift beyond any worldly measure. A grateful mind will help you see how precious the smallest things can be. Yeah, just something to take with you into the Easters, spending family time together with loved ones. So thank you to those who watched this to the end. Sorry about my English, sometimes the tongue gets in the way, but all my love to you guys, and happy Easter. See you next Thursday.